Holy smokes, that represented a significant forgetting how that software worked moment. But we find ourselves warping to the planet of Jakku.
Jakku Resurrection Class Star Destroyer in
Star Destroyer
position. Star Destroyer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think this is a wrecked Star Destroyer on the planet or something. Like it crashed and rebels filled it with sand and love and families, and now let's get rid of that.
Do that. Put that in the ground.
Let's give this back to Uncle
Grow
Sam.
some grass.
Grow some grass.
Give this back to Uncle Sam.
This planet needs some terraforming. It's a giant ball of sand. It's
yeah,
like,
it even has a star on it. So.
Oh, that's an impact
looks
crater.
Like an impact, yeah.
It's a terrible, but look at the impact crater. It's a fake. It's an artist's version of it. Impact craters are circular.
Symmetrical.
It's got wings on its star. That would never. That's not a natural impact. Impacts are circular.
Yeah.
Not star-like. Unless there was a particular piece of equipment that crashed and went crack and it came off in pieces, but you'd think it would be even more chaotic. And those were very regular star patterns coming out of there.
Yeah, they were super regular. It looked.
Yeah, I don't think that Randall Carlson would approve of that crater. If they ran that crater by Randall Carlson and was like, "Hey man, is this real?" He's like, "Fake, but beautiful, but fake."
Yeah. Super interested in how fake this is.
Where did you see this specimen? It was on this planet called Jakku. It's like, all right, you nerds, get out of here.
Get out of here. The boot.
The boot. Oh no, is this that defense one? Oh no. Yeah. This is our least favorite map. All right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I've got a turret.
Got it.
Glad we forgot it. Okay, I'm gonna put this turret in the hallway right here, cause that sounds like the move. All right, there they are. Actually, I found them. Here they are. They're our friends. Hello, friends.
Ow. Ow.
Dude, the missus and I went and saw Avatar last night, the new one.
Oh shit! Really? Was it good?
Oh fuck! It was a piece of art. Like you just see, like it blew my mind. I was literally just like, you know what? It doesn't even matter that this took 10 years to come out. This was worth the wait, and I would have never said that. I'd never imagined myself saying that.
Never imagined saying that.
Never. It was so painful to have James Cameron be like, it's totally gonna be Avatar 2, like 2015. I mean 16. I mean 17. I mean 18. I mean pandemic. You know, it's like it was like so painful because that movie when Avatar 1 came out, 2010, people had Avatar syndrome. They gave it a name where it was such a beautiful world and that people were having some kind of emotional connection to, and that emotional connection felt awesome, and they wanted to stay there. They wanted to stay in that world because it was a better world, with all of the rites of passage and the team and the group.
Yeah, it made so much. It looked so healthy.
It looked so
it was going through chaos.
Yeah.
Finally killed some people in that death event. Before that death event.
Nice. Sounds like someone left the toaster on. It's got some weird beeping. Oh, it's the kitchen. It is a toaster. It's a toaster sound. Here, I'm gonna open this. What does this do? Oh, look, it just opened a little bit. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe that's a feature of a map that we don't really use. Okay, we got Ray. We got Ray. These guys both. God damn it!
Gosh dang, she pushes both into the corner and slaps us.
We gotta split up. Don't make it too easy.
Too easy.
Okay, so there's this moment in Avatar 2 when they go. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a long stoner bypass of this whole thing.
Okay.
To Avatar 1. The insane technology this introduces to the world is volume capture, like actors at scale, like lots of actors in a giant volume, and you can capture them all. And when you capture, this one needs to be shot from behind. Okay, I got some shots off.
That's crazy. I got some shots off. Didn't really
nice.
go very far with that.
I got many off. But they would film live like 40 actors at once, all the Na'vi, and they would put these cameras in front of their faces so that it recorded all their facial expressions. So all the facial expressions that you see in Avatar come from the actors. They record the human expression and put it to the Na'vi framework, and then you get a Na'vi that can do your facial expressions without any interface. Like
Right.
the artist, they can go back and kind of tweak it if they need to for some reason. They can fix stuff, but they can basically let your natural expressions like play through on the virtual thing that you're doing. And James Cameron invented this technology. Never had been used in Hollywood because it did not exist. And his gig is he likes to get together like the craziest artists who want to do the craziest shit, and then he just like lets them do it, and he brings them all together. And he's like a next level like integrator of artistic talent. And that's why when he did Terminator back in the 80s, he was the first one to do that liquid effect that the Terminator like turned into the gel or whatever. He was like way ahead of like he was way ahead of computer animation with like the Terminator and like that chrome Terminator. He was way ahead with or he just was next level with The Abyss. The Abyss is almost entirely filmed underwater. It's so dangerous to film underwater, and he took that entire cast into an abandoned a never used but nuclear reactor cooling tank. They got a giant nuclear reactor cooling tank. They built their set inside of it. Then they flooded it. Then they took the actors down there every day. And each day they had like 4 to 6 hours of like decompression they had to go through, just to get to work. Yeah. And it was like the hardest movie ever filmed. Like it was the most difficult.
Which one was this?
It's this The Abyss. It's on the Jellyfin. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't
gotta-
seen it yet.
Oh, don't let me tell you anything else about it, except the aliens at the end are fucking amazing.
Well, I'll
When-
definitely, because Bailey's sick, we'll definitely watch
You
the
should
movie.
totally watch it. It's a 12 gigabyte file. So if you want subtitles, I ripped it at like this next. I had to do a conversion from the. Okay, it's the special edition, which is also amazing because it has the real ending that James Cameron wanted to do, but Hollywood thought was too cheesy. So in the movie theater, it's like 3 minutes, but here it's like 12. And it's a very so while you guys are watching that, keep in mind that when what was the guy who did the UFOs at JRE?
Jeremy
Corbyn. Yeah,
Corbyn?
yeah, that guy. Yeah, Corbell. Okay, that guy. He was keeping an eye on the Senate hearings, and the Senate hearings were like all about UFOs and what the government actually knew and what they didn't know and what was speculation and what was real. They were supposed to go in front of Congress and tell the truth. That was the intention of the whole thing. And so when they were doing that,
Nice.
and they brought up aliens in underwater, they immediately closed the session. When they started talking about aliens in the ocean, they were like, no, not in public session. Stop, don't talk. And then they
Ooh.
yeah. Which made it sound like a lot of people might know. So anyway, Jeremy Corbell, whatever his name is, he had a general come up to him, like an admiral or something like that from the Navy, and was like, someone who was in the position to know, and he was like, we have the most exquisite sensors underwater because you can basically move a can of soda, and our sensors can like detect the displacement of water like way the hell out, and so we know a lot about what's going on inside in the underwater games. And apparently these sensors have been like flooded with all kinds of crazy stuff for years. And when they go check it out, he wasn't getting into details with them, but he said The Abyss is a really good movie. And The Abyss is about so just keep it in mind that like that James Cameron, who's insanely in love with underwater, makes this love poem to the ocean, drags his actors underwater for the years it takes to make this thing, or many months at the minimum, and then makes a movie about aliens that live underwater in this part of the movie, big part of the movie, and And it might actually be something that he would know about, because he might have heard stories, or he might have seen something, or God knows what. But he spends a lot of time underwater. Like, for example, there is he was the guy, he's the director who made Titanic. So Titanic was like next level CG animation. Oh my God, I'm facing this crowd the wrong way. Did not realize the entire team was shooting me from behind. Okay, you know, have you seen Titanic recently, or did you see?
No, I haven't seen it recently, but I've seen it.
Yeah. The Titanic. There's like this shot at the beginning where it flies over the water, and you can see the Titanic, and then when it's sinking, some of it's like computer graphics or whatever. That was the first. That was the first time that computer graphics of that scale were in movies, and it was one of the most expensive movies to make at the time. It was like $350 million, 450 million bucks. It was some nuts level.
Crazy.
But Titanic grossed rocked the Casbah. It was absolutely played all over the planet, and people loved it, and they were playing it for years, and James Cameron was like a genius for like doing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. With that introduction, fucking Avatar 2, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like when they get in the the opening scenes, it's like, yep, we're in this place, we're in this Navi world, it's all CG. I get it. There's some humans mixed in. It's so cool how seamless it is. But we saw all this in Avatar 1. Then they get in the water, and you're like, wait, what? Because it feels like you're in the goddamn water. We were watching it in 3D, and it was like you were like swimming in this shit, and it was like everywhere, and it was like beautiful. It was like everyone's hair was perfect, and it was like, and so what James Cameron did is he can't just make a movie and tell a story. Part of the story he's always telling is technology improvement and like using more tech with his art. And so it wasn't enough to just have the volume that made Avatar 1. He wanted to take that underwater, and he did it, and it's ridiculous. And there are so many points in the movie where it's just about awe. Just awe for the natural world, and I've never seen a movie capture it better than the way this thing does. It's crazy good.
That's cool.
Yeah. Can tell you a little secret about James Cameron with all the money he's made for Hollywood. He's never won an Oscar. Never won an Oscar. That's how you know Oscars are rigged. James Cameron's never won an Oscar, and that guy's making all the movies that make all the money and change the tech and like move the whole bar. And it's like that guy doesn't get an Oscar, but that nerd gets an Oscar. Why does the nerd get an Oscar? I don't understand. Like,
damn.
I know. No Oscar for Titanic. Go eat your children. It's insane. You're just wrong.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's because the Oscars are very political. Here's how you get an Oscar. You hire 4 people to do one person's job, and you have 3 food trucks, like at all times. Like, that's how you get an Oscar. Because the Academy gives the Oscars, and they give it to jobs that roll like that. I have heard on the streets when I was in LA. That is how it is done. Yeah. Maybe I was talking to some cynical, burned out humans. Maybe there was some cynicism involved. Probably. But, you know, live in LA for any length of time without cynicism, and you are a genius. A genius, my friend. Los Angeles. The Angels. The City of Angels. Bang, bang, bang. I love this map.
Yeah, this is a decent one. The last level is a challenge.
Brutal. It's a psychological It's to be brutalized in that way, just like repeatedly, without any.
Seems like it should be very easy, but it's just so much space.
I guess it's about defending, which sucks, but it's also really hard to defend those areas. And I don't mean to whine. That's bullshit.
I don't mean to whine.
I don't mean to fucking whine. What I mean is, they can come from multiple angles, and you're pretty spread out. And
yeah, very spread out.
It's hard to. It's just like maybe what we should do. This is just a thought. I'm capping. Somehow I am capping here. I'm capping on B. Capping on B. Come on.
Ow. Oh. Let's do a death anyway. Need an upgrade.
Nice. Exactly. Better reincarnate. Choose better parents this time.
Yeah, choose better parents.
Straight up on the parent situation.
Yep.
No, it's
Oh,
parents.
shit.
Parents give the ultimate sacrifice. They
Yeah.
sacrifice so much for their kids. Every
It's
single
true.
parent. I mean, even the parents that don't pull off the parenting role exquisitely. They still they
Yeah, they still paid a
They
large
did.
price.
They did. Yeah, at least even in just random guilt.
Random guilt, yeah. They're still suffering.
The They're still
Dark.
Dark.
My
Very
parents
dark.
are still suffering.
Yo.
Let's-
The whole thing, the whole experiment, the whole here we
Whoa.
are, getting born, coming into this world, doing our thing, trying to do something interesting or good or something like that,
Mhm.
and then going out of this world. I mean, the Buddhists say it's all suffering. I don't think they're insanely wrong.
No,
Like-
there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Buddhists.
There's a lot of
Must be
Buddhists.
something true about it.
Yeah, and the key to it is not to fight it, not to fight the current, to just go
Mhm.
with the proverbial Zen flavored
It's
flow.
interesting. That producer's so interested in water.
Yo, yeah, you are, yes, like it's not a casual love of water.
Right.
He's like, it's like next level. Like
And it's
he-
probably
he-
not everything to do with fucking aliens.
Yo, if he saw aliens underwater and he's been trying to slowly let people know what's up, like,
yeah,
oh god, they got behind us. They got behind us.
that can't be his only.
No, I mean,
No.
even if you just heard a rumor,
doing too
wait
much.
till you see him.
Yeah. Wait till you
Abyss.
see Abyss.
Abyss. Okay, so I'm not gonna spoiler it for you, but
Okay.
the acting. There's several scenes which I think I did spoiler it during Dude Core the other night, but there's several scenes towards the end of Abyss that might be, and I'd love to be proved wrong, like some of the best, most intense acting and scenes of any movie anywhere ever. Like all in. Every James Bond, every Star Wars, you know, I'll take them all. Like the last like third of Abyss is like, what? Like it's just never.
Crazy
It's a
intense.
level of intensity that doesn't exist outside of the Abyss in a lot of ways. I'm just like talking this movie up. Woo! I love that movie. Okay, so if you're gonna go oceanography nuts, the next one is it's an 80s movie, so you got to put up with a soundtrack that was made on instruments that they thought were gonna last for forever, but really only lasted like 6 weeks, and then they got replaced with other instruments.
Mhm.
It's called The Big Blue, and Big Blue is like the ultimate love poem to the sea. James Cameron brings tech to all these worlds he goes to. You know, he brings tech and science and innovation and all these other kinds of things, but the Big Blue is just pure love of the ocean. Like, let's just go into that.
Into that.
I'm putting that on the
Yeah.
jellyfin. I got some jellyfin
Cool.
homework. I'm gonna do the jellyfin homework.
I need to do some jellyfin homework. That's consuming the jellyfin.
Yo, I just like in my life when I have reasons to use the word jellyfin, because I feel like I'm getting away with something. I'm like, jellyfin? It's like the way it just rolls. Jellyfin?
This is a
It
nice
should-
word.
It's a nice word. It's all smooth. Jellyfin. It's jellyfin.
Good marketing.
It's got contours.
Ooh,
What
curve,
up? What
curvy
up?
words. I'm about that.
Okay,
oh,
we
hi,
got this Ray.
Ray. Oh,
I saw.
Ow.
I'm gonna avenge her. I'm gonna avenge you.
I don't think she's that good.
She's not that good because she's turning her back on us. But I got her. I got her.
Nice.
Woohoo! All right, time to start capturing some command posts. How about that as a goal? I'm not liking this red unit today. I got so synced in. I thought I'd trade it up on us, you know, because we were so synced in on the black unit that we were going, you know, the Death Trooper rather than the Merlot here. And yo, I'm just not using this unit very well.
Really?
Like, it's not flowing. It's like, what am I doing? I'm getting lost in the map. Maybe I'm a little elevated.
Move elevated.
Maybe just a little elevated. All
All
right.
right, well, just keep doing bad, okay? I'm gonna be.
You know what would be cool about an infinite loop on customer
Died.
service.
Uh-huh.
Like if one was engaged in an infinite ascent of customer service, I could see my, I've been in customer service my whole life, and a lot of my career when I wasn't teaching was customer service, like just retail and other things.
Oh my goodness, I could not hit that guy. That was sad. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like the guns are working different or something like that. But
customer service.
I'm getting a little long in the tooth customer service wise. Like I think I've just got it all figured out. But it's really good to go beginner's mind once in a while and just be like, how do you improve customer service? Like how do you like survey your customers better? And how do you like figure out what they want and have an open forum where they can request and we can just, you see what I'm saying, man? Like slot it all in. Just like, hey man, we're getting proactive rather than being surprised by projects coming in because people feel bad about bringing them in. Maybe we get like next level and start to anticipate that they're going to have needs, and they just want like an easy way to make these suggestions and requests without there being a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And if to have enough bandwidth to implement that and get ahead of it then be able to stay ahead of it,
exactly,
that would improve the culture for your bro.
1000%. I can see the future. I can feel it coming in the air the night. Woohoo! That's Miami Vice. That was a silly show when I was a kid, and then they made a movie. Miami Vice, the movie, might be the grittiest movie ever made. We lost this map. It's because we're talking about too much cool shit. I'm gonna eat my own grenade. Grenade out. It's gonna hit me. Or it's gonna go. Explode, grenade, explode. Almost.
Dude.
Oh.
This is the one buried by sand.
Yes. Anytime we want to start, you know what? Maybe we get off the Death Trooper, we go back to the.
I told you I'd beat you.
You totally beat me. You totally beat me.
By like 50
screenshot.
Points.
That was like by dude, that was amazing. Nice job on the beat. That was awesome.
Crazy. I was like, man. I didn't come in last, and I was like, wait. I'm
in the middle. Dude, I've never been lost on a map in a while. Like I was staring at, I was like wandering around like, where am I? What's the objective? I don't even have any framework of where we're going next to this thing. It was fun. It's like fresh, a beginner's mind. Jazz cabbage. Holy shit, here we go. What's up?
Hey.
Hey. I'm respawning. I was not in the right posiciones to press the right buttons at the right coordinate plane. Here we go. Alright.
Alright, I'm going
BC.
C.
We were very successful on this one last week. Going to C? Love it. I'm with you.
Grenade out.
This is completely unguarded.
There's 2 guys that ran here.
Yeah.
Stealing your lunch. Oh, he wants
There
the
we
sauce.
Hey, I've got a turret
I don't
we
know
can get
how good
engaged
the
in.
range is on this gun. Doesn't seem that good.
There is technically a readout where you can kind of see it all. You can see like range versus cooling time versus damage versus awesomeness.
That's not a
Versus-
metric.
That's not a metric.
They measure on the guns in this game.
Wouldn't it be cool
Ow!
if it was?
Ow!
It's like what?
Yeah.
What does awesomeness mean? Oh, you know.
Show me the most
awesomeness.
OP gun.
OP. What's OP stand for? What's OP?
Overpowered.
Overpowered. Nice. The most OP. What it says like. Yo, that is kind of the genius of Fortnite, in that all they're charging for is skins, but the underlying mechanics of the game are completely even. So their game did get captured by people who just bought their way into great characters. Like, because a lot of games let you do that. Like there was a whole generation of games that were like all about give us more money and we'll let you beat these people up that we've corralled in this game for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah. That's a whole market. That's a whole market approach.
Have you seen the 1980 Fortnite video?
Is that the new one or
No.
the new season or?
No,
No, I have not. No, I
this
don't.
season. Essentially, at the Apple App Store
Yes.
charges takes a 30% rake
Yep.
on any revenue that goes through. So
Yeah.
when Fortnite was trying to get into mobile gaming and trying to build their mobile gaming thing in 2020 or whatever, they trying to get their thing on the App Store, and Apple and they did, but then as soon as they were to protest Apple's
Organized
30%
crime
thing,
move.
they put a 20% discount on their Epic Games. So if you bought V-Bucks on Epic Games, it was 20% cheaper than if you bought it through your mobile device.
Okay, that
And
makes sense to me.
Apple
And the bucks were a way to get around the rake.
Right.
Like,
well, no,
yeah.
the bucks are the currency. All right.
Yeah, but probably
and
created
so
to
you'd
avoid
have
the charge on the stores. Yeah.
No. So there's V-Bucks in the game. That's how you buy the skins.
Okay.
They give you a little bit at the beginning, but if you buy it on your iPhone, your Apple, the deal is any money that goes through that payment processor, Apple gets 30% of. So
Yeah.
all of the V-Bucks, it was like 30% on their whole business, you know?
Yeah.
So they in protest put a discount on the V-Bucks on their store to get people to
Yeah.
come through there, and as soon as they did that, Apple kicked them off the App Store.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Because
so
they
then
were
they
circumnavigating their rake.
Yeah. Yep. And then they sued, and then Apple countersued them for terms of service violation or something like that.
Yeah.
over them essentially changing their ability to get money off of it.
Yeah, going around their monopoly. That's a
And,
monopolistic
Apple won.
impulse. Apple won. Because terms of service is like God powers. It's like cheat mode. You're always a serf in my universe. Press OK. Okay, now we go. Microsoft had a term of service once that said a journalist couldn't use a Microsoft device to write a derisive article about Microsoft, and you clicked yes
Whoa.
on every turn, and they tried to sue people with it. They were like, wait a minute, you can't just undermine journalism because they're running it on a PC. The words pass through a PC, and they were like, yeah, we can.
Crazy.
You agreed to it, and now we're gonna take your shit. Damn.
Wow.
Okay, I got Ray with the bomb there at the end.
How
Dude.
did I come off the bat and get 17,000 points in that one first round?
Because you were stopping the
Crazy.
evil with a plum.
I guess. What the hell?
Okay, we got a BB-8 unit over here, right over there on the
That's what
left.
killed me last time.
Well, it's doing a terrible job of getting us off of this cap point. Because I'm capping. That's what I'm doing. We're capping. Yeah, I think that's insane, and we should have some consumer protections in this world, and there should be just a law about this, and the law should be anti-monopolistic. You can't just, why 30? Why not 50? Why 50? Why not 90? Like, what are we talking about here? What's the
Types of marketplaces are like marketplaces are just weird businesses. They're
Twitter Blue costs $12 on an iOS device, $8 on the web.
Yeah.
Like, and that's for the rake. You're paying for the rake, and
Yeah,
to
you're
hear the
just paying
pain,
Apple.
to hear the pain in those iOS users, like, why are we being excluded? Because you live in a walled garden, and in your walled garden, you are lovingly subjecting yourself to this insane monopoly,
I know.
which has made the most
I've
wealthiest
been starting
company
to feel for sure that this is since the Twitter stuff has started. Like today, you couldn't get on Twitter Spaces as an iPhone user, I guess. A bunch of people in my friends group, because there's some bug or something, and Elon said he was fixing it or something. I don't know.
That's cool.
That's what I asked one of my friends who was talking about it, and that's what he said. I didn't really look into it. I just asked him on Twitter. I was like, hey, what happened? Elon was fixing something, and
I love that
it didn't work today.
I love that it's out in the open. That it's just like, there's a cost to using Apple products. Here it is. You're gonna pay it. If you don't like it, talk to Tim Cook all day. Talk to him all day long.
And
oh wait, you don't have any power as a
Apple
surf in that way. Yeah.
As someone who likes the Apple Suite, this is a interest.
This is a pain in the ass.
Well, it is a pain in the ass, but it makes me think about ecosystem building too, or really think about like what needs to be decentralized and what can be centralized in terms of a phone suite, you know, a home tech suite.
Well, every company is trying to monopolize your attention.
Yeah.
That's why you can't uninstall FaceTime on an Apple. You can't uninstall Messenger. You can't uninstall all of their suite of products. They're protecting their own products, and it's pretty anti-competitive, but everybody does it. Android phones have the Google shit on it, and they're not. That's a special relationship that software has to your phone. You know.
And to be fair, times have changed, and now there are other options. When you were when these companies were first starting, you know. Yeah, they might as well be designing their own fucking, all of these pieces they put together over time, you know?
Yes.
And at this point, now it's just too big, you've gotten too broad to be this big, you know?
Yeah.
All encompassing. And there are lots of industries that are like that in terms of how they're able to string their power together. And
they consolidate
dominating as they are.
Consolidating it. Oh, Captain Phasma just dropped her thing in there. I wonder if that counts. Does that count as like? Oh, Ray tried to use her witchcraft on me. We are out in the open on that A. Oh my God, we're out in the open. Alright, Coachman's up here on the sniper's post. I'm just going to hang out with him for a touch.
Fucking Ray turned her back on me. That's sad for you, baby.
I think this is how you do this one. I think you get up here on this. I think you get up here on this very well protected torch. and you can
17,000 points again. Something's broken.
I love it.
Just maxed out.
All right, somebody just has to go down there and actually do the capping. I've got a nice cover protecting flow here. Okay, we're just gonna. I think I can. This is the fastest we've ever cleared these fuckers out.
Where? Are you up on top?
I'm in this like there's like this outpost up here which is hyper protected, and you can you've got like the best bird's eye view of this post, and you can just clean it up. I just cleaned it up. Someone should just go cap. Go cap. There you go. I'm just gonna keep you guys covered up here. God dang it, this is slow. Cap it, cap it, cap it.
A special operative is deployed.
I was about to die.
Oh, right on, right on.
Breath.
Nice. Go through the Bardo process.
Oh, died.
Find yourself into a new incarnation. Yeah, this is the key to this level. This post is the key to this level. They can't sneak up on you at all, which they can do everywhere on this map. You have an amazing overview of this entire post. They are out in the open. If they want to defend it, they got to get out in the open and just face this. This is crazy good. Oh my god. Nice. I bet there's something like this for that other one we can't figure out. We should just there we go. Got Ray.
The map a little bit.
We should watch some YouTube videos, see if some 13-year-olds have cracked this code.
You just have to stand right here.
Hey, Sean Wilmot. Hey, what's up, Sean Wilmot? We're gonna cycle you in, buddy. You jump on in. God dang, we need a hero. We're holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and dressed in plate armor and know how to swing a lightsaber. Wow, that's like double entendre. Nice, we'll get you cycled in here, Sean. That sounds good, man. Oh, Sean just said hi. I realize you can't hear that. Look at this, we're gonna fucking win this one. Get in there and cap. Cap City, Cap City. Okay, right on. Oh, you're just hanging out and watching. That's cool, man. No worries. Just chill out if you want to. We can get you an invite if you want to. Does not matter. Nice to see you.
Hey.
We're having a good time.
Some overhead fire. Oh, I was like really close
Okay,
to death row.
the Merlot Trooper. Here's the trick with the Merlot Trooper. It has a scope. Okay, so when your superpower is a map, and when you use cap, there it is, dude. We haven't won that one for forever. That was next level.
I commend you all.
Nice.
Good perk.
No problem. When you want to jump over, Sean, you are welcome to jump over. Sean
I can't
says
see the chat. Where the...
he will jump over. I've just been busy playing on a different game. No worries. Not your MJF. What is MJF? Major John Fudd. All right. I'm quitting. I'm quitting out of that cycle. And we're going to invite and jump back in as the Death Trooper, because that's a little stressful playing that Merlot Trooper.
Mm.
It's not
Switching
as awesome.
game modes.
It's not as awesome. I can feel my muscle memory and my trigger finger is rebelling.
You've completely converted.
All right. Joining up. Deadpool gets an invite. Sean gets an invite. Anybody who wants an invite, go to maps.decorio.com. You can get an invite.
Yeah.
We
You're
gotta
slinging
play.
invites.
We're slinging invites. We're doing invites. Because, hell, man, if you're out there gaming, you might as well game with some
Yeah.
other people, you know?
What's up, dude?
It is
Ask
way
yourself,
more
like,
fun.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
That was
What's up,
well
dude?
placed. I
Yeah.
really believe it.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
What's Jablin's Jables?
That one's kind of spooky. I should probably take that one out of rotation. It only works if you're shooting some. What's Jablin Jables? But my current favorite.
A simple civilian, hungry for turtle justice.
I can't tell you how many times I've dropped that in meetings with people.
Really?
And I'm like, they're not gonna get that reference, and you sound crazy. I was like, let's go.
A simple civilian, hungry for turtle justice.
Did anybody ask you about it? How does it go?
Some people, the younger folks sometimes will hear me say something like that and be like, that's crazy. But
That's crazy.
no, it's just because they haven't lost the will to do a Google search to find something out, rather than just give up on square one. Giving up on square one. The urge to get old is real. Cells die. The system, there's birth, growth, kind of then decline and death. And but this cycle happens in like a lot of things. But it can happen in like your skill set. It can happen in like your your career thinking, and desire for promotion and these kinds of things. It's like you get kind of settled in. Oh boy.
Settled
Usually,
in and crusty.
Settled in and crusty, exactly. You run the risk of becoming old in your thinking, etc. Inelastic.
Didn't realize Arrow Up told you about your powers.
What's that now?
Arrow Up?
Oh yeah, it explains what you got on the utility belt, so to speak. Oh, look at this nice, sweet officer gun. Thank God. I mean, really, thank God. I'm familiar with this workflow. This is a familiar problem set.
That's so for losing.
This is like playing Sudoku with an AI assistant.
Oh, wow. That's the only way I play Sudoku.
The only way that I play Sudoku.
I haven't played Sudoku in a long time.
Early days internet. I'm talking 2000. I was playing. God, what was it? I was playing Hearts online with people. I was playing a lot of Hearts in my life at this time. And I started playing Hearts online with people, not competitively or like for cash prizes or anything like that, but just for the simple glory of winning a game. And anyway, I was playing this Microsoft-ish kind of like standardy kind of program, and then I found a way that you can essentially it either had a card counting function built into it, and I found like the secret key combination that turned it on, or I think it was another program that watched the first one and just like counted the cards for you. So it would just tell you if like the queen had been laid, or it was like all the dumb mistakes you would make while you're playing Hearts, it would just avoid those for you. Like you would just be like, yeah. And it was, man, the
People
what's
get
the
angry?
point of my? No, I didn't get angry. I guess if that's considered cheating, I outright cheated on that game, and I just like card counted my way into a really awesome
Well, because you weren't playing
Hearts
for
advantage.
money.
Oh yeah. It was for simple turtle justice.
Simple turtle justice.
Just a simple
Just
civilian.
for those lobster points, baby.
That's right. Karma. I was probably messing more with my karmic quotient than I was messing with anybody's wallet, which is better, but still, like, I'm gonna find myself on the wrong side of a game called like the Federal Reserve, and they're gonna always win.
Yeah, you're already there. That's where we're at. That's where you are.
I know, it's really weird that just a shadowy group of like like black boxeteers get to decide that you can only legally exchange currency in this. Script is like a universal phenomena. If they don't have anything else, they'll use shells, they'll use giant rocks. People just make up money out of everything. But in this culture, you can only use this one kind of money. It's a law. You gotta use it. Gotta use this one kind of money. Why?
Yeah.
So that we can print more of it and infinitely steal your value back from you. Because we don't want you to have any real
we're in
value.
Control. We're the biggest government, bitch.
Man, is this a scamola or what? I feel like we're kind of being scammed here a little bit. Although I'm sure
Governance
many
need to
people want to.
evolve, bro.
Governance evolved.
Yep. Governance evolved, just like.
We need that now. We need that. Can you imagine if a cryptocurrency slash blockchain got its act together all the way and just started to like conduct like actual human, like useful human interaction like through its pipes, and it just actually like worked better than the native culture it was wherever its servers are running, the place that's providing the electricity there, it's like beating them.
Yeah. Or starts buying utilities or some shit.
Dude, that's already happening. Yo,
Well,
AIs
like
for the future are totally buying
economy.
out our utilities.
Crypto
Yeah, man.
economies, that's not crazy to think of, I don't think.
No, I don't think a crypto economy, but it's like oh man, the
Like
overhead
the
of dealing in
energy.
crypto, the overhead in getting your
Bitcoin's
wallet
already
together,
energy.
energy.
Yeah, like companies who run Bitcoin farms are like
Yeah.
also like there's
Yep.
some that are fancy and built off of like new
We've been flanked.
special
We've been
ports
flanked.
in the special ports in the like what are they doing in South America? They're like some natural gas vents or something that they can capture just stuff that's been lost, and they turn it into like that energy into mining power, hash power for
It's like a geothermal source of energy.
yeah, geothermal energy.
Geothermal.
Capture. Yeah.
Dude, the Earth is just gonna heat up and cool down on a regular basis, and you can capture the delta between those two states, with the geothermal, because it's always a certain temperature, certain distance down in the Earth's crust, and you just take the difference between that and what you got on the surface, and you can push water through a turbine or air or whatever you got that can be heated up by that difference.
Mhm. Yep.
And anyway, that's genius. Sunlight though too, with the solar.
Yeah. Sunlight's good. Sunlight seems. I think sunlight is. I don't know.
So beautiful.
It's so beautiful, but to like capture it on panels like that.
Yeah. I'd
And
rather
then all
capture it
of
with
the
my face and write
batteries,
poetry
yeah.
about it.
My-
That'd be my energy
balls.
form. I capture it with my face. Shut my balls.
You don't sun your balls.
I haven't gotten to that stage in life where it became a requirement, but I'd be happy to cross that line when certain conditions arise. I don't know what those
Yeah.
fucking would be, but
Yeah.
perhaps one day it will be also a critical grooming part of my process of feeling like I'm a human.
Feeling what warm sunlight on your balls feels like.
Dude, everything I know about the testes means you're probably gonna lower your sperm count through this experiment. But
Yeah.
but I don't, maybe that's your form of birth control.
Doesn't have
You're
to
like,
be
hang
like-
on, hang on, lady,
You gotta dip my
hang on a
balls
second. It's
in
dark.
hot
How
water.
can you make love at night? That's impossible. You gotta have exposure to the sun as you're making the baby. And they've got like
Yeah.
complex mirrors, like that bring light down from their roof on their house and bounce it into the bedroom on a special night.
That would be amazing.
Because they need that sunlight. They need that sweet sunlight in the room to fully enable the birth control.
Whoa! I just got knocked on the ground but didn't die. I've never had that happen to me in this game before.
I'm shooting Han Solo in the nuts. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. 4, 3, 2, we're on. Like Donkey Kong. Oh!
Get too close to people and you don't make your shots. Quickly fuck yourself.
It's like a metaphor for multiple things.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about my last death event.
Woo! Okay, Christmas traditions. What Christmas traditions do you practice? Besides getting shot in the face.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm at a weird
Do you-
stage
do
in
you
my
do a
life
tree?
with Christmas right now. And
Sean's saying I might be rusty because I haven't played for a while. No worries, Sean. We'll take you as is.
doubt it,
Sight
dude.
unseen, as it were, in terms of the rustiness of the skills. We could use the help. And here's how I invite you. I come up here and I click on here, and then he's in the menus, but now he's getting the invitation. If your friend Deadpool is around, he's also welcome. And we are on like Donkey Kong. Dude, we're not gonna lose this. We got 3 minutes. This is so easy to take. What are we doing? I feel like I'm distracted.
dying. I feel like there's more of them in this section than there usually.
Yeah, I feel like there's something different. There's something going on with, I don't know. Is it slightly faster? It's like, I don't know if the render rate has increased or something. I don't know. I'm blaming some abstract kind of quality here, but anyway, I get dialed into I get adjusted to this new situation. But it is true that this stuff changes all the time.
You still have money to change this game?
Nice,
I
sounds
guess
good.
It is Disney.
Sean, your invitation just came through for the server here. You see that in not the PlayStation social menu, but also this one. Sorry, Peter, you were saying?
Ouch. Got leveled. I was saying they still have money to change this game, and then I said, oh, it's Disney. Bum, bum.
Luke Skywalker is a fucking punk.
Oh yeah, I just punched him in the back twice.
We
so
just
I
got that
shot
guy.
him.
We got him. That was amazing. That was an amazing effort.
I take my bounty.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck, dude. Is that like a double entendre, or he's like you just straight like talking bounties? These are not talking about booties.
Get that booty. The answer is always yes. Always worth it for the booty.
Always worth it for the booty. Always worth it for the booty.
I gotta go into ludicrous mode.
Not ludicrous mode!
That's
That
good.
guy who knows the booty is in tune with his body.
Oh, with the booty. You know, it's funny because he's talking about Donkey Kong and like a video game, and he's like talking about winning this. He's like, hey man, once you win this part of the level, do you go back and get the swag or don't you? That's it. And so he's making a double entendre with the booty, and understanding the bootylicious nature of various forms of booty, etc.
Yeah. He's talking about bounty.
Bounty for the booty. I don't know, man. That sounds like it might be creepy.
Bounties for booty bounties.
Booty bounties sound illegal? I don't know what the right word in this sentence is.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I'm just asking a question. I'm collecting data. I'm collecting data. This is data collection.
Don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Dude, it's not illegal. It's not illegal to think yet. That's like 20.
Yes?
That's like 2027.
Ah. Someone
It's
delete
only
this.
20. It's only 2023. Only 2022. We're free. We're basically free by
Still
2027
This
standards.
might get us locked up, but
Yeah,
I'm
this
still
might actually
holding
be
on
us
to the fact
talking
that
to
I'm
ourselves
free.
in the mind cell that they'll eventually put us in. The mind pod. Oh, we got a real North Shore is really occupado here. The one with the bridge. We got a whole raft of them, but we are winning the game. We are winning on turning them back, and walk to work day for you. Go back to your spawn point. Return to your rally point.
oh man.
This little Ewok is definitely a human over here. Come on, you little nerd sickle.
Whoa.
Dude. Alright. Somebody sneaking up on us here? Somebody sneaking up on us? I'm standing on top of a tall... Uh-oh! North Shore, North Shore. That Ewok's weapons only work really good close in. Not very little long distance. Dude, I have this project at work I've kind of had in the back of my mind. All the Switch gaming development that we've had at the oh, look at that Yoda. Too fucking bad your character's not tall enough to get on top of this thing I'm standing on. That's like, oh, now your super short size is a problem. Oh man, that was glorious. That was glorious. Oh, when we come back from the break, I'm gonna tell you about switches.
I bet.
Switches get stitches, baby! I decided to let that song finish because it was at a nice little sweet spot there at the end.
Yeah. Alright.
It's kind of a neurological payoff, if you will,
I hear
to
ya.
completing the song.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neurological payout.
Okay.
Just
So,
feels right.
as a way, so we have this distributed organization. This organization that's on like multiple continents and all these different time zones. And so there's a real need to kind of bring people together and to kind of figure out how, you know, what we need is like a ritual, or we need some kind of structure-y kind of activity that people actually want to do that could maybe get people involved. And all this Switch experimentation that we've been doing in the Dude Corps, I've been thinking I could apply that at work. Like, what would it be like if I distributed Switches to all the offices and we had a Switch gaming Zoom party where everybody got on their Switches and we could
did
sort of
that,
see
like,
yeah.
once a month or something like that.
Come on, once every 4 days.
Oh, okay.
No, I think you can get in.
We just launch
get,
games.
Yeah, do you like
let
like a
people
monthly?
join.
Yeah,
It's Department
monthly. Exactamo.
Awesome, bro.
And then you could have like a monthly. Yeah, you could have a monthly gaming night, and you could just and then you could just find that group of people and just really support them. And it won't be everybody, but it'll be a lot of people, and it will probably bring some goodwill and some you know, general sense of like. I think you could get some camaraderie out of it, and plus you'd also figure out who your good gamers were out there. And that's a nice crowd. And then you start your own little, start your own little Slack channel and have it, update everybody on the scoreboard or whatever. You could go next level with it.
Yeah, it would be that hard, and it would be fun.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
You could really the key would be just like to be able to support the devices, make sure they're all logged into the right accounts, etc. That all the various associated credit cards are paid up, etc. I've used etc. there to cover quite a few items.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps there.
There's a lot of steps there, and that's why Switch gardens, like Switch fungi, don't grow on trees. Like you don't just stumble upon a Switch gaming multi-site Switch gaming scenario that just like organically grew out of the closet. It took some thinking, but however, what a oh, you just got hit with a missile. They just missiled your ass. That was insane. That was insane.
Kind of disrespectful.
It was next level disrespectful. You were standing there with full health. I saw you, and then you were airborne.
I was dead.
They were dipping chips in your corpse. It was like not
Whoa.
good. Not good.
Soup for their soul.
That might have been the grossest metaphor I've come up with in a spell. like, can you imagine if they were like you were fighting cannibals after everything? On top of everything else, these fucks were cannibals. Like this guy,
5% health.
like he's at Costco right now. He's shopping for
humans.
He's like gonna drag us home and eat us. Imagine if the cutscene like forced you
Chicken,
to watch
you
yourself
bitch.
being eaten by the cannibals that like had access to your corpse.
That's kind of scary.
That would be gross as shit.
It's like that sounds like some cartel shit.
Yeah, like you're really like your game would like leave a wake of nerd PTSD. There's that book, Fall. We were talking about Neil Stephenson the other night. The AIs start manipulating the people in that scenario, so it isolates them, and like through advertising and like choosing media streams for them, it programs them to speak different languages. So they basically can't talk to other people. They have to talk to the AI.
That sounds like reality, bro.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. I think you just if you just like pull focus on that shot, you're gonna find yourself in like 2022. But anyway.
Whoa, today? Or actually, the next person that watches this, it'll be 2023 for sure, or later, or no one will ever.
No, I almost said 2023, so I didn't age date it so harshly. So harshly.
Freshy.
Yeah, Sean's out there nuking Chewbacca, I think. Or did he die over there? They got him. They got him in that corner. Defend the command post. They're on B. Okay. They're piling up on B. I'm just gonna run up there. Man. Yeah. If you were like, if like they shot you and ate your body, that would be like, hey man, who's regulating this?
They shot you and ate your... Yeah. Where's the WEF?
That you're forced to watch your corpse. Just like a spirit who couldn't find heaven, you're forced to hang out next to your dead body for like hours and hours and hours while they like, cook you. That would be the worst.
Hey man, where's the WEF?
The Workforce Enterprise Foundation?
Yeah.
The wild, extravagant freaks? What are we talking about here?
World Economic Forum.
Oh, okay. That seems much more reasonable.
People need to eat. Why are they eating my ass?
People need to eat. Yo, triple entendre. Not cool. Not cool. All right. I kind of like defending this one, and hopefully we get better luck.
I'm supposed to fall back, but I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of people. Oh.
Man,
Ow.
my mental processes are just disorganized. I need to get my shit locked down here.
Oh yeah, I got a Chewbacca. The heavy
Nice.
voice.
Yeah, that was a
I have to
nice.
shoot him a lot. God, there's so many up there. Oh, hey.
You know what I think I'm gonna start doing? I think I'm gonna just get like an archive of awesome dad jokes, and I'm just gonna start dropping dad jokes on like every meeting I'm invited to. And like when people know when they invite me to a meeting, they know they're getting a doozy of a set of dad jokes, like just as like a bonus.
Man.
Do you think I think that would be overall positive. Net positive.
Yeah. What? You could do some other jokes sometimes. Maybe you have.
Just like a set of goofy, work-appropriate jokes.
Yeah, you might want to stick to that. I don't know.
You have to stick to work-appropriate in most
you
cases.
definitely have to stick to work appropriate.
You know, that'd be kind of funny. I kind of work like a help desk kind of situation. It'd be funny if I started like every call with like a good joke. Like, hey, did you hear the one about? And then just tell them a funny joke.
Yeah. Yeah, just start.
Just start every call with like. Start every call with just with a funny joke as just a way of reminding us that like, hey,
take it.
It's gonna be okay.
Take a break. Deep breath.
All right.
All right. You just run through your stream of bullets.
I just shot Reach. I just shot the guy who's always on the other side of our server. Yeah, we worked them.
Kip Badala.
Kip Adala, I got your number. I got your number, Kip Adala. You think you're hiding? You're not. We see you. We're like the all-seeing eye at the top of the money. By that, I mean all the people that see interest rates. Exactly. Wouldn't that be hilarious if it was just Illuminati, just the Fed? Just like, come on, man. Just out in the open. Yeah, no, the Fed's current plan in America to increase interest rates to increase unemployment, as if that's a helpful thing. It's like, wait a minute, you're making it harder for people to be employed, and you're somehow allowed to do this.
Money and
you're just allowed to do this.
At some point,
I thought they were always on our side. Like I thought they were always supposed to help us have a better society, but I guess that's their definition of a better society is more people out of work. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, they're taking B.
We don't need to produce anything. What's production? What's production?
I mean, the means of production. All right, Sean's over here cleaning out B, giving you a hand here.
Let's print more value.
Just print more value. You know what that is? That's a broke democratic process, because they should have to justify that they're going to take a loan from the rest of us on the currency that we all agree to use. You know?
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Does that make some level of sense that they'd have to at least be accountable to someone? Like we'd know their names.
At least they'd have to ask. You know?
They'd have to write it down that they did it and why. And then if they were wrong a whole bunch, you know.
You can't just,
I don't know what
put in every bill and every act. We're gonna print $1 billion for this. Whoop whoop. Ching ching ching.
Nice. So I just cleared that one out.
Can't get
All right.
represented in.
They're back on A over here.
I don't think.
Dude,
representatives can pitch to voters for that shit.
You're supposed to have representation, and if you're not in control of your money, what are you in control of? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy that we're using a private form of money by law. If the private form of money existed, and it didn't have the backing of all of our collective bargaining power, that would be one thing. But I don't know. All of this FTX collapsing stuff has been it's brought up all this talk about crypto and the regulation it needs to be like safe, and how the people who write this regulation
are you know what's safe? Not letting other people have custody of your money. Not letting other people have control over the value of your,
totally
money like that.
Totally.
Because what FTX was like a whole financial system in one, and you did it with people's real money because he was also doing fraud, committing fraud. So you have like a central bank with a bank, with a marketplace, with an investment firm, with a trading company. Hey, wait a second. We just hand their money to this guy?
They're taking B. Not anymore. Sean's got it. Nice. Thanks, Sean. A is under control. They're not getting anywhere near A. They got 10 seconds to make it good. I like our odds.
Oh, hell yeah!
Pull the cord.
Nice. Nice. That reminds me. I've got a couple exchanges. I've got a little bit of coin on. I need to get it off. I'm gonna do that during this break.
Mm-hmm.
I have to figure out custodial wallets for several coins I have no idea if they even exist for.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
What's the best hardware wallet for like ETH or for Cardano?
Ledger.
Ledger?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Check that out. Jazz Cabbage! Holy smokes.
Holy smokes. I have to be done in 15 minutes.
Brilliant. Let's last round. We'll get through this. And that sounds like a perfect point to bail. I love it. It's Friday, dude.
Yeah,
It is Friday. Oh my gosh, it hasn't felt like Friday for a while.
You like worked all last weekend.
I worked all last weekend. I did. I worked. I did a 23-hour day, which was crazy. I didn't know I had that in me. I used to do that in college sometimes.
Yeah,
But,
why'd you do that?
There's this big ass project, and one of the people one of my scientists, they needed something, and they had to have some code written, which means they had needed this new hardware platform. So anyway, I had to push this whole thing through, and it was like it was about 30 hours of work that I had to put down, on top of the several hundred hours of prep that I had put in place. But I was close to the finish line, and I knew if I just worked my ass off last weekend, I could get it done.
State and just did it.
Yeah, locked it down. I was like, I just don't want this in my consciousness anymore. And I started it early in the morning on Saturday, and I finished. I got to the point where I couldn't work anymore early in the morning on Sunday, and I slept for about 4 or 5 hours, and then I went back to it, and yeah, it was good. Long story short, got shit done, accomplished greatness, moved the needle, and took sacrifice for sure. But was fucking worth it.
Sacrifice the body a little bit.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah. It's like it's hardly I don't mind. I'm my own labor force. I'm good at union negotiations.
Good.
I like to keep the union intact. The union of all things. The yin and the yang and the up and the down and the left and the right. It's all about the union. The union of the woman and the man. Churn, 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 churn. Boom! I got Race Peel was hiding out back there. I'm confusing them, murdering their silly corpses. Okay, when I die, I want to be thrown in a mushroom bag. Have you heard of these mushroom bags?
No.
It's a bag that's impregnated with a bunch of awesome strains of mushrooms that are good at breaking shit down. And so within about 6 to 8 months, you're atoms and mushrooms, and you've been fed back into the life cycle. Like all your atoms are back in with plants and animals, more or
like
less.
the fastest way to decompose.
Fastest way to zoom the atoms out of this form if you're not using them anymore.
Outside of burning yourself.
Yeah, but like that's like no reason to move back to the state of pure energy like that.
Right.
Like I don't mind just being atoms, just being distributed matter.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of hang around for a little longer. You don't go straight gas mode for the majority of your...
I don't think you can. I mean, okay, basic science. I don't think you can like burn a carbon atom. No, you can't destroy a carbon atom.
You can't.
It's
just
gonna.
Can't, no.
Yeah. So you're right though. Okay, so if you burn yourself,
You break
I'm
it
so
up.
not paying it.
You break it.
You burn your.
You break a bunch of stuff apart.
You turn yourself into carbon
Gas.
powder,
Gas.
and most of it turns into heat and gases. So you get breathed in by plants and animals pretty quickly afterwards. That's not bad. But the mushrooms are the key. They are everything hits the mushroom level at some point, and right when the mushroom is done with an atom or whatever they're working with, it becomes useful for other life. So it's like the mushrooms are like a substrate, like pretty much all life that we can find. Wait, that's a very broad statement. Like our type of life, human type of life, completely depends on mushrooms breaking down stuff in the environment,
Stuff,
cycling it back in, and yeah. So anyway, it's a fantastic way to ditch a body if the body happens to be yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, everybody's at least got one body they got to do something with.
So do you go underground with that shit still, or?
Yeah, you go underground. They just bury you, and when they dig you up, it just is like a massive fungal network that is very healthy and probably feeding the trees around it and all the plant life that comes out of it. But
normally they don't dig you up. There's like no plan to dig you up, or.
I think it's illegal to dig it up once you've said it's a body and it's a gravesite. I love that you'd have to find out somehow. Like it'd become important you knew that. Yo, if I dig this up, am I going to jail, or am I just gonna get a Rolex watch on this dead guy's arm?
Yeah.
Grave robbing. We're talking about grave robbing. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm sure your question was completely normal and reasonable. What was it again? What were you asking?
I was just wondering. I was wondering, like, whether part of this. I was like not sure whether you said like. You said body bag, I think, but I was like questioning whether or not there was.
Bag,
yeah, like
underground.
Mushroom bag, like whether or not you were like put in the ground and then.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it would work above ground.
Those mushrooms, like to see them or anything like that, because I think that would be interesting. Have you ever seen like that TV show Hannibal?
I have not seen it.
Or about Hannibal?
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. There's a TV show about him.
That I have not seen it. How is it?
Not about him. About a character that's probably modeled like.
After Silence of the Lambs, right? That Hannibal Lecter Silence of the Lambs character.
Yeah. And anyway, he kills serial killers, or he kills other.
Other serial killers.
No, that's Dexter.
That's Dexter.
I don't know whether this guy kills bad people or just kills people. I think he just kills people. Anyway, he ended up killing some people who and growing mushrooms out of their body.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Gardens. He's growing mushroom gardens. Oh yeah, he's eating parts of people, or something like that. He's eating people, and so
he's eating people.
He's growing mushrooms out of people's bodies.
Okay, so he hangs onto a body and makes mushrooms grow out of it, as like just a gross out thing, or he just likes the mushrooms somehow.
Yeah, he likes the mushrooms to go with the other shit he's eating or something.
Oh god, so it's just like an extra twist on eating people. They're gonna make these mushrooms out of the people. That's yeah. I get where you're going with that. You were thinking about the grave, and you were thinking about them turning into mushrooms, and that's exactly what that would be. Mushrooms. I think so the mushrooms free up those atoms in the body and make it bioavailable to all the life around it. And then it's the fungal and the mycelial networks that move the minerals between the plants. And plants don't have a network to get themselves minerals. Mushrooms have to do it for them. So plants and fungus live in, it's like ebony and ivory living together in perfect harmony. They what's the right way to say it?
Plants keep the water from washing out the. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a large
for the mushrooms.
a large living system with many components that are like independently intelligent.
Such a nature's such a fucking fractal, dude.
Such a fractal. It is such a fractal. It's a lot of science is about following the patterns in the fractal and then working out why those are the patterns. Like so some of my favorite stuff to when I was getting into this deeply a couple years ago, some of the funnest stuff I've ever studied, most fun. There's no word as funnest, Paul. Some of the most things that were the most fun to study were early science. Like when they first got the idea that you could like just make observations and that was doing science, they started to do it everywhere, and they had to figure out things like temperature, and they had to figure out things like what the air was. They didn't know. It was like air was like a mystery. It was like, what is that? They did not have the concept that there was gases around us. They didn't know about gases. They didn't know about, you know, there was lots of, they just, a different mind was like operating that hardware, right?
Right.
And when science starts coming out, you can basically, you can do it everywhere. And so the adventures of the people who were like trying to figure out how color worked initially, and just the I mean, yeah, call it the low-hanging fruit of observational science. Their sense of discovery was just like next level.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have been fun.
They were like, "There's a fucking tree of life, dude. It's like a phylum, a genus, and like this one's related to this one. This one's related to this one. This one's related to this one." And it was all because the church stopped telling them, you know, stopped suppressing the information and the knowledge, and they basically, Europe got a little independence from its religious and church system, which was suppressing science up to that point, and let it free. Be free. Be free.
Be free, little science.
Yeah, that's not a good look for religion, but
No.
it's not. It's like, yo, it seems like you have something to
Religion's
defend, like
doing
you
that
think you're
again.
faking it. Well, it's like if you think you're faking it, you got all kinds of shit to defend, but if you actually might know about perhaps potentially a universal energy at the heart of everything happening all the time, like maybe that's real for you, and there's nothing to prove.
Yeah. Science is
And then
doing
it's-
it again. I mean, religion
Yeah,
is
go
doing
ahead.
it again, but it's new types of religion.
Oh yeah, it's the lack of religion. We had religions that had real philosophies and beauty and
Right.
love your neighbor, and then
Now it's just
victory.
emotions.
That's no, it's just you
Yeah.
take that away and you get, you know, you get some
Yeah, normally we
revolutionaries
get
screed.
it's really hard right there, but we waltzed right in and grabbed that thing.
We totally did. We found a rhythm there. I think we had some
Mm-hmm.
synchronizations happening as well. This is very, very good. Short stack. Short stack! And we're back. I know, I love that last little note. It's pretty nice little last little note. Are you more Mac native or Mac or PC native human in your soul?
Mac native.
Nice. Very, very
Yeah.
cool. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I got a
you-
tap. Yeah,
Oh god, that's right. We were gonna bail. We were gonna bail.
But yeah.
Oh, are you saying we can go five more? Give 5 more minutes?
Well, I like. To
Let's
be,
do it.
You know,
It's fucking looter.
I gotta go into ludicrous mode. Not ludicrous mode. Yes!
Am I in a fucking K-hole right now? What is going on?
What is going on?
what is
5 minutes.
going
We
on?
can do some damage in 5 minutes. And if you have to truly pull the plug, we'll just pull the plug. We'll just bail on the people we're in the server with. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah.
Keep rock chalking and Jay hawking. Dude, no, this is it'd be great to stop in about 5 minutes. I think that's awesome.
I just Bailey's sick, and if she gets back
Totally.
right at 6, and
Yeah, man.
I want to be done.
The rebels
Love
are
it.
attacking this battle station directly.
The rebels are attacking this battle station directly. I never read the memos that they send me to my mind via this comm link they've implanted in me.
Whoa. Yeah, they do implant it. Or you put it on willingly, actually.
Yeah, I signed up. I wasn't born on some slave planet like a Dune character. I was hired, honest engine by the Empire to come out, mess up their enemies, which usually take the form of farmers or peasants who are really just looking for land rights and general representation in their outcome. I'm just a clone. I think we technically are clones right now. Dude, when I first experienced Star Wars, there was one type of there was a stormtrooper. There was a hero. His name was Luke Skywalker. There was a princess. Her name was Princess Leia. There wasn't like a universe of those characters created for, you know, the doll empire.
Doll Empire. Yeah.
The rights to the little like what do you call it? Making the swag, more or less. Okay, so George Lucas made his money on Star Wars off of the action figures. Action figures is the word I was looking for. Which was basically dolls for boys. Yeah. Action figures. Do you ever play with action figures?
Not really.
Do you ever actually play a game that involved an action figure? Like, hey, this action figure is gonna, you know, like do your taxes. Watch, this is your action figure doing your taxes or something. You know, did you ever play with an action figure?
No.
Me neither. It seems so crazy to me. Like, sometimes I owned action figures, but it was more like hey, I own that action figure. It wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna use this in a dance party to demonstrate the moves that I need to have everybody be performing. You know,
crazy.
functional doll, very low in my experience. However, I saw the most hilarious preview for a movie coming out about Mattel's Barbie. Barbie is. I'm falling back.
Yeah, I saw
20
it
seconds to
trending
fall
on
back.
Twitter today, but I didn't look into it at all.
They used the theme from 2001: A Space Odyssey, except it's little girls smashing dolls and looking up to Barbie like she's all that. Like, forget these babies. I want a doll that's a sexy woman.
Yeah.
It was like, and it's
like-
probably about that cultural change between the
Eat
two.
those grenades.
They just threw a grenade in here. Too bad their grenade is basically bullshit. Nice. Okay, I think we've handled the rebel threat. Time to go home. Am I right?
Well, I've kept him at the door.
Okay. Let's keep an eye on the time here. Oh, we got uno momento. All right, we got 4:45 on the clock. If you need to drop, it's all good, brother.
Right.
Sean and I got this. However, it's nice to have you here. Dude, this was so much fun. This was so much fun today.
No, I was fun.
Yep.
Very
Whoa. Alright, there we go. Nice. Dude, it's nice having a hero that's up front because it keeps the door open. Nice
Yeah.
job, Sean. It's pretty sweet. What else we got running around? Who else is running? Where?
And they come
we've
right
got-
up to the door, and you just throw a couple grenades in there.
Yep.
Boom. Or like crammed in
Nice.
there like sardines.
Like sardines. Okay, that Luke Skywalker has got his guard up, but he's gonna have to start doing some fighting here eventually. And when he does, he's gonna get shot in El Dongolo.
Don just grabbed him by the
Which has
neck
all
and
which has
shot
all
him to
happened.
death.
Which has all just happened. I know. That was amazing. That was like exactly the right way. That was like the fastest I've ever seen Luke Skywalker go down. That's nice. That's nice. Those powers are probably scripted to interact with each other, you know? Need is a moment between father and son. The dark father and the good, good son, and like how is that dynamic going to play out in our video game characters?
Man.
I'm in the meeting.
Yeah, I'm in the meeting.
I'm in the meeting, man. Pass me that extra triple calf latte espresso. I'm in. I'm in.
Excuse me? No.
There's an Ewok in the air over here. It's floating. I love it. Alright, here we go. Line him up and knock him down. Let's go. Alright. 2 minutes to victory. Closing in on it. This is not looking... If I was betting, I would not bet on a Rebel victory.
No.
What is happening? Okay. We've got good coverage. And they've got choke points. They can only come in 2 ways. I like it. Someone was thinking when they designed this Star Destroyer. They were thinking, yo, what if there's like a bunch of fish humans running around trying to take over? Like, we got you covered. With these hallway designs, we're good. What if they let 2-foot-tall little teddy bear creatures in here and they have guns? What do you do next? It's like, why are we gaming this out? It's like, I don't know.
Why are we gaming this out?
Maybe this is real. Maybe this happens.
Hold in place. The rebel attack won't last much longer.
Dang, 50 seconds on the clock. Someone's yelling there in their psychic headsets. Quick, pull your shit together. We've only got a minute left. Or something like that.
Too bad.
Variations on a theme.
Stomp, stomp.
Oh man, this was fun today. Got Goofy. Goofy is good.
Much longer to achieve victory.
Achieve victory.
Found a rebel commander making trouble.
There's a rebel commander out here. He's making trouble.
13 seconds. Lick me. Lick me.
Ah, here comes Yoda. Want to come in here and save the day. How do you like the taste of grenades, Mr. Yoda? Oh, he's down here in the trenches with us. Watch what I do. I get out of the trenches. Whoa, nice.
He's stuck in the
I
trenches.
I think I got that kill.
Oh man. Oh, he opened the door. They opened the door and let that grenade in, like barely. Threw it like right in
Like
the middle.
mid-flight. Like
Yeah.
the sucks. Dude, have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to... Dude, it's like break is happening. Break might be engaging.
Break
Yo,
engaged.
break engaged. We might be touching base. We might not. Well, we should touch base or not, or touch base. We should do it.
Shit. But yeah, we were talking about some Switch stuff.
That would
some
be
point.
fantastic. Yes, we
Right.
that is an easy win. I want to get that. I need to probably catch up on about 18 hours of sleep, and then I am in like Flynn.
You gonna sleep
I
for
could get
18
that.
hours straight? How fast can you eat that?
I can probably knock that out in the next 24.
Yeah.
Just gonna pull the plug, metaphorically speaking, and enter hibernation.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Have a
Probably get
fantastic
some
freaking
rest, too.
Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Sean.
Merry Christmas. Let's